great morning. There we go. Great people. Y'all, like the live, share the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Let's get in the flow of abundance. How are y'all feeling? Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Child, I don't know. We priorities. That's all I'm gonna say. Priorities. Method. Priorities. People be having their priorities in disarray, but we're not gonna worry about that because we got our what priorities in order. We got our priorities together. Y'all like the live, share the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How y'all feeling this morning? I hope y'all are feeling well. I hope you woke up in good spirits. I need something else to drink because I'm almost out. And I'm trying to do right and drink these liquids and stuff. Well, it is water. It's all, it just got a little flavor in it. I looked it up. Them little things don't have, what's the daily, well, how many carbohydrates you supposed to have a day? It's supposed to be all water, first of all. Don't be judging me. I think I'm doing really well because it really is all water. For real, man. I got to go back to the Dollar Tree. This say zero sugar, caffeine free. Child, I need some with some caffeine in it. I'm gonna need one of them in the morning. Okay, I'm back. What are y'all grateful for this morning? Y'all, we gonna have a good message today. Let me get ready. Let me go ahead and get these cards together because y'all just told me what y'all wanted to use. So what's at the bottom of the deck? Baby, I've been making plans. We received that. It's gonna be a good message this morning. The Lord gave me a little scripture this morning as well, of course. Y'all like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. We finna do it. Let's get to it. We are gonna be in the book of Romans this morning. We're gonna be in the book of Romans. Real quick. Great morning, Blue. Great morning. I'm grateful for making the first steps to stand firm and taking accountability. Period. Indeed and amen. I've been making plans, good money habits, positive money attitude, financial planning, being responsible. We'll receive that. Come on, Second Corinthians up under that. We gonna shuffle though. We gonna shuffle. We'll see if it come back. Great morning, great morning, Lanisha. Great morning. Um, y'all, this is gonna be a good morning. This is gonna be a great day. Great and amazing things are gonna happen for us today. I believe it, I receive it, and I am ready for it. You understand? Great morning. Pamela is checking in on the YT side of the street. Pamela says, great morning to Shay in the community. I'm grateful for forgiveness. Indeed and amen. That is a blessing. Child, why I felt stuck. Hold on, Lord. Well, child, they were trying to, it was some trying to hold me back. Okay, I'm back. Cherie says, grateful, happy birthday. Y'all drop a happy birthday to the mama in the spirituals. Happy birthday, ma. Happy birthday to all of my Libras as well. It is Libra season officially it's also fall, y'all. The fall equinox was on the 22nd. So that's another major shift that's happening as well. We kind of touched on it this morning, just feeling like the shifts are happening. And so come on, Matthew 6:33, we received the alignment. Y'all know I got to keep that. I don't be wanting to take it all the time, but every time it come, I just feel like I got to take it, because if I don't take it, then I feel like I'm not doing right. Okay, so happy birthday to my in the spirituals. Happy birthday to all of my Libras as well. It's y'all season. We are stepping into a season of harvest. Y'all ready? All to do it. Let's get to it. Drop this in the chat. Price check. Price check. What y'all reckon we talking about today? Price check. Y'all done had to do some price checks in y'all's lives. Is anybody evaluating some things in your life? Price check. Okay. Good morning, Blue. I don't know if I said hello to you. Good morning, Blue. Good morning. Price check. What y'all reckon we talk about this morning when we talk about price check? Uh-oh. Or let's do it. What y'all think we is talking about this morning? Being your own and your own best investment. Okay. This costs too much in my life. Have to leave it here. Okay, okay, okay. And y'all know me, first thing we trapped out. Cut it. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. What? Cut it. Method. What is two? We talked about priorities yesterday. What is okay, well, let me just tell y'all first of all, because I had to talk to daddy about this, because what he had first told me, I was like, I don't want to just talk about that for this whole life, because meant that in my spirituals. And he kind of was talking to me because somebody, this may be you. If it's you, claim it, believe it, receive it. Somebody might have some wealth and some abundance coming in. Y'all remember somebody told somebody it's like you on superstar status. At superstar. Y'all, I ain't gonna make it. Hold on. So you on superstar status, right? So as a result of that, somebody finna be famous. Like you really like the Lord is really elevating you and putting you in a not up, come on, upper echelon. Y'all don't whose spirit names is this? They said upper echelon. They fan you, oh, you fancy, huh? These them fancy spirit names. Wait a minute. I felt so regal. Come on, upper echelon. Okay, I'm back. So um the Lord was talking to me first about, and y'all know we just see like this, all this kind of stuff. I'm finna, y'all seen it. Y'all seen my little strawberry thing, didn't it? Don't be no hater. I'm sure finna put some, it was a little, it was the all pink. If y'all ain't never had them, let me just tell y'all. Look, I like water, but I like these little things more. Don't be judging me. Don't be judging me, okay? With my hydro flask and what's going on in this little thing. This little thing be saving my life. And it's gonna be cold. Cause what is ice in here? Oh, y'all thought I was playing. I ain't playing. I ain't had no coffee. I'm trying to do. Hey, sir. Child, Gigi cousin and pulled up and everything. What you was doing? That Gigi cousin child. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, this is not a promotion, but Starburst, if you want it to be, holla at me. Let me tell somebody right now. Can I do this? I can show them. They ain't gonna ban me, is it? Y'all. I'm trying to put y'all on. I'm putting you on now. I'm putting you on. Listen at me. If you ain't if you ain't then went to go to the Dollar Tree. Shout out Dollar Tree. You can get them at the Wally World too, but if you don't go, and they got a blue one. They got this one and they got a blue one, and just thank me later. Okay. Just thank me later. Okay, I'm back because mint it. Hold on, I got the I got the drinks up because it be so good. I can drink my water just like that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had a moment. It was a little parched. They $1.25, baby. I'm talking about what? And I'll be wearing Dollar Tree out. Be mad when I have to go to another Dollar Tree because they don't have them. Starburst, y'all knew something. Holler at me. I promote them all day for y'all. Show will them and the blue ones. Cause baby, listen, y'all don't even need no other colors. The blue and the pink is enough. I found them last year when I was in Dallas, and I done been hooked ever since. Okay, I'm back. Starburst knew something. That's why you right. That's why they had put them in the bag. Yeah, y'all did right. Y'all knew something. Y'all knew something when y'all did that. I had your child. I was so mad one day. I had to buy some, and it wasn't them. Okay, I don't even remember. I'm not even gonna say who it was. But y'all remember that medicine you had to, if you have children, y'all remember that medicine you had to give the little honey one is when they was sick, and I think it's like real thick and it's pink. Well, y'all know my children grown, but I still remember that. Oh my gosh, y'all. I bought some because that they didn't have none of them, and I was thirsty, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get these because y'all, I was drinking that medicine. I think it's the amoxicillin. Baby, listen at me. Whichever one it is real thick and pink, and oh my gosh, But I think every child had to take it in their life. Cause I can, and when I tasted that particular little packet of stuff, y'all, it took me about 2 months to drink them all. I had to drink it. It was only in emergencies. It was an emergency when I didn't have no more, and I couldn't get none at the moment. I had to save them for emergency purposes only, baby, because they were so disgusting. Anyway, I'm back. I'm not gonna say who y'all is, but y'all was wrong for that. Like y'all so wrong. I'm not gonna shout. I'm not gonna call y'all out. Y'all knew when y'all tested that it tasted like that medicine. Y'all had know that. Y'all knowed it. Y'all knew somebody had to taste it, and it didn't even stop tasting like the medicine. It tasted like the medicine for the whole bottle of water. Child, I didn't it? Dumped the whole water out and didn't care. Mad because I had just got some fresh ice. You ever put? I got distracted, didn't it? Because it had got it because they got on my y'all y'all look. I'm not gonna say y'all name because I finna cuss a word y'all was meant it in my spirituals because I had just got me some fresh ice. And here I go, like, okay, well, here I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. Child, I had to dump the whole ice out and go back and get some more ice anyway. I'm back. And did I had to throw the whole cup away. Okay, I'm back. Listen, price check. That's where we at this morning. Price check. So we're going to the book of Romans. So what the Lord was talking to me about. Come on. If you went, y'all ever been to the I don't promote gambling, okay. But there was a casino game called Price Check. Y'all ever played it? My mama loved it. And you had used to have to go shopping and stuff. I could still hear the little sound. I know, girl. Every time they went over the little, they did. You had to go pick the stuff. You used to love the Price Check, child. That was her game. Anyway, I'm back. Price Check. Let's go to the book of Romans this morning. Because what are we talking? Oh, 'cause that's what I was going to tell y'all. Because Lord was going to have me uh talk about something else. And I was like, Dad, I don't want to talk about that. But we got to touch on it. But we kind of revamped it the way he gave it to me this morning. So we're going to the book of Romans this morning. Romans 6. I'm going to actually start Romans 6:20 this morning so it can make sense. Okay, y'all like the live, share the live, share the love. Here we go. Romans 6:20. We're talking about sin's power. Okay, the power of sin. Romans 6:20 says, when you were slaves to sin, you were free from the obligation to do right. And what was the result? You are now ashamed of the things you used to do. Anybody ashamed of some stuff that they have done? Like, I don't want you to be ashamed. I just want you to be like, man, when you know better, you do better. Because we don't want to be ashamed. But we be with some stuff, we be like, man, I can't even believe I did that. Like I can look at things in my life and be like, man, what was I thinking? Like that was so crazy. OMG, I can't believe that I did that. Like, what were you thinking? You have some of those moments. The Lord removed shame from us. Let me just say that. So I'm not ashamed of anything that I have done at this point in my life. However, I have been able to come to terms with I wasn't always thinking right. Something wasn't going right in my head and my spiritual. And so I just be like, girl, what what you had going on? And then you start thinking about what you had going on. And then you be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you was right. So we don't want to have shame for things that we've done, but we want to be able to say, you know what? I was real foolish. I was real foolish acting, wasn't it? Okay, I'm back. Listen. You are now ashamed of the things you used to do, things that end in eternal doom. But now, come on, but now you are free from the power of sin and have become slaves of God. Can we just say, come on, free? We love free. We love free. And that is one of the things that the Lord has been talking to me about. Is like, y'all, it is such a it's crazy when you really be on this walk, y'all, when you really be just doing what makes you happy, you don't want to do the things that you used to do because it really didn't bring you happiness. And so as a result of you really starting to just walk with the Lord and walk in your truth and walk in your purpose, you don't want to do those things. And you are actually, it's how you start to realize just how free you truly are. I asked myself, so what were you thinking? I'm talking about what I don't know. I was just all discombobulated, child. Listen, now You do those things that lead to holiness and result in eternal life. For the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God. Can we just say, can we just make it like y'all know we talked a lot yesterday about just belief, and y'all know I talk a lot about faith. God is free? Look, not that song. What you talking about? Nothing in life is free, right? Shout out Lil John them. Say he wants some cash. Wait a minute. Before I hit not that. Y'all, I think they was talking about strumpets, wasn't it? I don't think that was I think they were talking about strumpets and what ladies of the night and stuff in that song, wasn't it? Okay, I'm back. Um, God is free. Like it really ain't no price tag on God. Like you don't have to try to. You ever felt like you had to pay a price? That's why we talked about price check, right? That's why they called this price check today. You ever had felt like you had to pay a price for something that you wanted? Or you ever had somebody, like, let's say you ever borrowed money from somebody and it was like you, but they wanted something in return. It's kind of like selling your soul, I guess, if you will. And that's kind of originally what me and the Lord were talking about. It's like it's some stuff that the price is just high. It's too high for me. I ain't gonna be able to pay that. It ain't worth it because God is free. Like God is free. So what I ain't gonna do is pay the price that some people, some things are requiring. Like, I'm just not going to be able to do it because God is free. So, why would I trade in what's free for what I got to pay for? Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining this the way the Lord gave it to me. Why would I pay for something that God is giving me for free? And or why would I trade what's free, which is love and happiness, joy, peace, prosperity, abundance, wisdom, guidance, nurturing? Why would I trade any of that for something that I got to pay for? I think that all of us have gone in life. There's something that we paid for with whatever way you paid for that. But it's also you knowing that that price is too high and you're not going to be willing to pay it again. Does that make sense? If it costs me my peace, it costs too much. Price check. If it costs me my joy, it costs too much. Price check. If it costs me my freedom, it costs too much. Price check. If it costs me my happiness, price check. It costs too much. If it costs me my values, my ethics, my morals, if it costs me my integrity, price check. Because there were some things that you paid for. You ever felt like you paid for something with something and then you felt like you had to work so hard to get it back? You ever like you had to, and maybe you didn't necessarily do it on purpose, but you just realized that whatever it was that you wanted, you had to pay a price for it. And so then you ended up having to try to, it was like pawning it. They just said a pawn shop, right? It was like you had to pawn it. You pawned you had, but then you had to go back and try to get it back. Maybe it was your integrity. Maybe it was your self worth. Maybe it was your value, your morals, whatever it was for you. You think now you feel like you had to spend some time trying to get back what you had paid for, if that makes sense. If it cost me any of the above that we already mentioned, you cost too much. You cost too much. Why? Because God is free and I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. So that's what the Lord was talking about as we were talking about priorities yesterday. It's a great way to help us realize what our priorities are. Uh do I have to pay for it with something that's valuable to me? Does that make sense? Do I have to pay for it with my self-worth? Do I have to pay for it with my values, my morals, my ethics? What is the price that I have to pay in order to receive what it is that you're trying to what that you're that I'm trying what's the price? Put a price on it. Put a price. Hey little people now, what y'all was doing? I know, but we in the, it ain't. I was, yeah, you right. Okay, so that's what the Lord was talking about as you're starting to prioritize things and really just kind of understanding, like, okay, what is it that, what are you willing to pay the price for? Like, if it's time, are you willing to pay? Are you willing to pay the price of time to build a business or start a new relationship? Like, are you willing to pay the price for it? Right. So pay attention to that and start looking at, as you're prioritizing this week, because that's our iPop word of the week. Um, what have you already paid for, and what are you willing to pay? What are you willing to pay the price for to move forward, to have success, to become wealthy, to whatever it is for you? Whatever you're praying for, are you willing to pay for it, or what is the price for it, if that makes sense? Okay, all it do it, let get to it, child. The little people in them, they gonna get on the bus. Yeah, child. Long as they be safe, they gonna be all right. All to do it. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got. Matthew 6:33 is the first card that came out. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. This is also about aligning with the things that you're going to, because let me just be honest, there's some things you're gonna have to pay for, right? Priority. What if you There's some things you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay the price, right? If you want to be successful, you're going to have to be willing to sacrifice time, effort, energy in order to create success in your life. Why? Because it's going to push you to a new level. It's going to push you above and beyond what you thought you were able to do, what you thought you were able to accomplish, right? So there are some things, but it's about understanding, like, what are you willing to pay for and what are you not willing to pay for? So this is a time for evaluation to say, okay, listen, I'm willing to put the time in to build my businesses, right? I'm willing to pay that price. Why? Because I want to have this success. And so you're going to pay for some things, but some things it's like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Meant that. Okay. So start evaluating what you've already been paying, what you've been spending on. And this is like budgeting, right? Today's Tuesday. So y'all know we talk money and prosperity on Tuesday, right? So what are you already paying for that you need to return, that you need to, like, and then we don't want we're not on sale stuff. We don't want things that are on sale either, right? If that makes sense. Like, some stuff, it's like we don't want it at half price. Some stuff we don't want to get it at a discount. Like, you don't want to get your success at a discount, if that makes sense. You don't want to get certain things. You don't want to get things. Certain things are just like, no, I'm gonna need to pay the full price for that. And it's like success, and they're talking about, like, in so far as selling your soul. Like, I don't, it's some stuff that is not for sale, and there's some stuff that I'm going to pay, that I'm willing to pay for, that I don't want a discount on. Does that make sense? So I hope that's tracking. It came back anyway. It came back out anyway. Y'all have meant that in y'all spirituals. Good money habits, positive money attitude, financial planning, and responsible. So this is about being prepared for and knowing what you're willing to pay the price for, okay, and what you're not. And so this is about making sure that you can stand on your principles. And I touched on this a little bit, I think, what was it, last week? And I was like, I had to learn some lessons, or maybe it was in TU. Like, I had to learn some lessons and be willing to say, it's some stuff that I'm just not going to compromise. It's some stuff that there's no compromise with me on. There's some things that I'm like, okay, I can be a little bit more flexible, but there are other things where it's just like, no, there's no compromise, there's no negotiation, there's none of that. Okay, so we're gonna see what else comes out with this. Because, yeah, and for some, I don't know, for some of y'all, this may be in reference to money or learning how to negotiate, or just knowing your value and your worth. Especially, look, if you gonna get your if you gonna get your shot, it's almost like what, which I mean, like, yeah, like, knowing, you may not know in the beginning, but don't be willing to ask for your worth, I guess you could say, or don't let anybody undervalue you as well, because this is like doing a price check on yourself too. Like, wait a minute, I know I'm worth more than that. I value myself more than that. I know the price that I had to pay to get where I am. And it was a severe price. If you think about it in terms of like sacrificing, right? Insofar as what did you have to give up? What did you have to leave behind? What did you have to let go of? Sacrifice, I think sometimes, I guess, depending on how you look at it, people look at it in a bad way, but it's just like, listen, what all of us have had to give up something in order to walk this walk. And really, if you on your walk with the Lord, you had to give up everything to follow Jesus, right? You had to sacrifice something in order to really, and this could be family, friends, it could be jobs, whatever it is that the Lord required of you in order to follow. So that's why you have to know your value and your worth. This is, yeah, that's talking leading into tomorrow's message. I'm not going to say it yet, but knowing your value, that way can't nobody treat you like you cheap. What? Because what you're not gonna do is treat me like I'm cheap. You're not gonna treat me like I don't know my worth and my value. So for some of you, what's happening is you're at a stage where you got to start doing a price check. You got to know your value and your worth, whether this is in business, whether it's in relationships, whatever it is. You got to know your value and your worth first, because if you don't value and know your price, you gonna then other people are gonna treat you like you cheap. And I don't mean that like disrespectful, but if you don't value yourself, ain't nobody gonna value you. You're in your relationships. A lot of us, that's why we stay in the toxic relationships that we be in, because people don't, in friendships as well, people don't value what we're bringing, what we're giving, and they oftentimes take advantage of that, right? And this is in anything, whether it's business. If you don't know your value, if you don't put your boundaries up, if you don't know your value and your worth, no one's going to value you. So we doing some price checks on ourselves as well. Okay. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Look, good morning, Sandy. Good morning. Sandy says, today I'm grateful for every closed door and burned bridge. Sometimes you got to burn them, child. Sometimes some bridges you can leave them intact, and then come on, look, some bridges you can leave intact, and other ones you got to burn it down. Come on, burn, baby, burn. Fool me once, naive, gullible, swindled, and taken advantage of. I'm telling you, this is the thing. This is why you got to know your value and know your worth. Because if you don't, then this is that El Fulio. Okay. This is the El Fulio card in this deck. That some people, and this is why one of which like experiences, that's why sometimes you got to go through multiple experiences, because if you don't, people will know that you green, people will know that you're naive, and when you don't know, that's when people can take advantage of you. Okay, so we ain't gonna be gullible, we not gonna be swindled and bamboozled in this season. Okay, message, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go into any situation, any relationship, any dealings, knowing what we need to know. And for some things, you're not gonna underprice me, because we gonna drop this up in the chat. I'm overvalued. We want to overvalue ourselves. I hope that made sense to somebody. Overvalue, because why? Because I know what I'm worth. I know what I'm worth. Okay, what else? Child of miss, because ain't what we not gonna do. Who got somebody? Good money karma, humanitarian, philanthropist, being charitable, giving and receiving. Somebody, this is one of my benefactor cards. But this is also speaking to just knowing your value, knowing your worth. Some of you are attracting, it's like you had to get played a time or two. We all do, y'all. Don't feel bad if you have had to be if you didn't got played a time or two, whether this is in relationships, businesses, whatever the case may be. Don't feel bad if you didn't had to get played, if you didn't got played a time or two. We all have, but I bet you know better. What? I bet you know better now. I bet you, all of us, everybody plays the fool sometimes, right? All of us have had to be the fool. Every person. Because if you weren't made, there's not a single person who's, I don't feel, and maybe I could be wrong. Every person then been a fool at some point in their life. You done been a fool about somebody in business, somebody, whoever, whatever. Everybody has been a fool at least once in your life. But I bet you once you be a El Fulio maybe a couple times, you ain't gonna keep playing that role. You're not gonna keep getting clowned. You're not gonna keep looking like a El Fulio. What we not gonna do now, you're not gonna play me multiple times. And so like what's it that y'all talking, they fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Child, cause who? Deuteronomy 8 and 18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so it confirms His covenant, which He swore to your ancestors, as it is today. Okay, so we're gonna clarify these, y'all, and see what else is coming out. We're gonna get one more and see what else has happened. Yeah, somebody possibly like try to play you out of some money. But realize this, if somebody did somebody did cheat you out of some money, like it feels like I got the upper hand. That's what they just said. I got the upper hand. Because remember this, what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. And so sometimes you can think that something, yeah, was a loss, but it really ends up being a gain. And even it's like somebody stealing from you. You do realize that if when somebody takes from you, you're going to end up being the one that's blessed because of it, right? And so for some of y'all, I don't know if somebody stole from y'all or not. I don't know. This is interesting, but we're gonna see what else. Child, if somebody gonna have to charge something to the game. Sometimes you gotta just charge it to the game, and you gotta be like, you know what, I did it in good faith, but they didn't, so you might just have to let it go. And I don't know, come on and manifest something new. Come on, scripting, manifest something new into your life. um and this don't have to just be money either. Scripting, write the vision, prayer works, thoughts or things. Yeah. So yeah. I think, and even in yeah, even in business, because they just said this could be in business as well. So for some of y'all, if you are a creator, or let me just tell you something. I've had it happen. I have had it happen. Um, where but this is the thing, there are certain, how do I even explain that? Which ones y'all want to use? Um, which example? Okay, which one y'all want me to use? So it's like, okay, let me use this example. So I have multiple, like I have my platforms, right? I don't get mad when people have like fake profiles of me. And there's a lot of them, especially on TikTok, right? There are a lot of fake profiles. Why do not? Because I look at it, my perception of it is different. You're giving me free advertisement. Do you The only part that makes me mad, so I always reiterate, is y'all, if you follow me, then you know that I don't ask for donations, and you know that I don't solicit readings, and you can only book coaching with me on my website. So if you know that, and you follow me, then if someone hops in your inbox at all, because I don't get in nobody inbox, that's the other thing. Like that's why I very seldom respond to things, and that's why I don't use my inbox. And you have to go through my website or send me an email in order to get in touch with me. Why? Because I have a lot of fake pages. Last time I checked, there was like 25 of them, maybe more than that. I'm not really even sure, but I don't it doesn't bother me when I go and see all the fake pages. Why? Do you realize that my whole mission is like, y'all spread the messages, repost, share. So now people that I wouldn't even have access to, for these people who are basically giving me free advertisement, free marketing, because you've taken my profile, you're gaining followers, they think it's me, and eventually you'll come across me. Eventually you'll come you so but guess what? You've already been exposed to the message. You've already seen me. And so even if someone created a fake page, so I don't get mad about it. And a lot of y'all, and I'm grateful, when y'all tell me like it's another fake page, if they in your DMs, it's not me, because I don't DM anyone. And the only time I really DM is to respond and say, hey, it's not me. But I look at it and I go through and I look at the pages, and it's just like, man, they're just sharing, they're just putting my content out there for me for free. They're giving me free marketing. And so it's those kinds of things that I just be like, baby, I'm not finna get in my feelings about it, because you're helping me to put God's message and God's word further out there. Does that make sense? Remember this: God is free, right? God is free. So again, what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. You took time out of your day to create a fake page, to download some videos, to upload some videos like it was me, but all you're doing is spreading the messages further. So it's actually beneficial for me. So, and all I'm talking about is positive things and putting God out there. So that just means you giving God a little bit more reach. You putting him a little further out there. And so I had to start looking at it that way instead of getting mad or getting angry, or, you know what I'm saying, feeling some type of way about it. Because for why? You're just helping me to share my content. And eventually, look, I can't even, now y'all look at the way this just fell. I'll on the cut. Look, God is free. Okay, God is free. Thank you, Lord. We receive that. So that's why I don't be. Come on, Libra energy. And this, look, this is the perfect example of what I just said. What they meant for evil, God meant for good. God is going to turn it around and make sure that people who see those messages are the people who need to receive them. And eventually, you'll make your way back around to actually knowing, like, man, that wasn't even her for real. That wasn't even that I was following somebody that wasn't even her. So it's actually more beneficial for people to create fake pages and pretend and post my content. It's helping me more than you think it's helping you, right? Because eventually, because now I can't, again, don't give them no money, because I'm not going to ask you for any money, right? But it's those types of things when God be like, well, change your perspective on it. And just remember this: God is free. So there are some things that, again, you will have to pay for. But when God is involved, God is free. So just know that, okay? And so that's alignment. We receive it. Okay, what else, Lord? Well, we thank you for showing up in this. This is good. This is good karma as well. This is good karma. This is really like the Lord just being like, man, listen, somebody in here, it's almost like, I don't know if you've been done dirty. I don't know if it's just been multiple people who've done the dog to you or just taking advantage of you. I don't know what it is. But for some of you, this is also about your trust issues. They just said it's like everybody's not out to get you. I don't know who needs that message, but everybody is not out to get you. Um, but it's also about you learning. Yeah, I guess that would be discernment, learning discernment, and just mm, you just got to know, is it worth the cost? Is it worth the cost? I don't know if this is a person. I don't know. For somebody, this feels like a cycle. I don't know whose message this is, but it feels like a cycle. It feels like there's something repetitive. And I don't know, I don't even know why this is coming up on the God card and the Justice card. They just giving me the word repetitive. I don't know whatever this cycle is, or if this is something that, look, the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I don't know, y'all, we're talking about value. Look, Queen of Pentacles up under that. We're talking about price check. Is what you're going through, is it, what toll is it taking on you? Thank y'all. Like, what toll is it taking on you? What is it like? Somebody, this is where you have to start checking your price on your price tag. Like, yeah, because for some of y'all, it's just not worth it. And I don't know if you are, child, they just said you got to take yourself off the clearance rack. And that's not any disrespect, but it's kind of like, for whoever this message is for, somebody's coming into an awareness. Whoever that you're dealing with somebody, and they know that maybe you have a lack of confidence. I don't know, weird energy, but it's like they know that you have a lack of confidence, and that's why they keep playing you. That's why they keep toying with you. That's why they keep mm, yeah, whoever this is, and we won't see, but I got to talk about it because it's here. It's just like there's someone, it's like they know that that is what's lacking. Maybe that's why we needed to talk about the price check, because we have to make sure that we're valuing ourselves. Because for some, whoever this message is for, mhm, when you learn your value, and maybe you're slowly coming into it now, people ain't gonna treat you the same way. Hmm. Okay, yeah. So whoever Spirit Nims this is, they're literally just saying like you got to know your value, and y'all know we big on not settling in this season. Like there's no settling this season. This is it's something about you need to work on yourself, on your value, your self worth, and that's how you're going to. I don't want to say escape the situation. Come on, Gateway, but it's almost like it's almost like when you start to when you really step into that power and authority and know your value and your worth, this whoever this particular person is, it's almost like they're gonna exit stage left. Okay. They're gonna exit. I don't know who needed that message, but I had to go ahead and put it out there for whoever this is. I don't know if you've been praying or asking for it, but it's like a chain that needs to be broken. Um, but you're like you have to there has to be a catalyst for it, and for some of you, it literally is just your value, like knowing your value. It's just somebody they just know what to do. They just know what games to play. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time there, but I hope that was helpful for whoever that message is for. Okay, what else, Lord? It's just knowing your price, knowing your value, um, knowing your worth. And it's a process. So don't think, look, Six of Pentacles up under that. Yeah, because it's literally going, I shuffled past it. It's going from the 5 to the 6. Drop this in. Can we drop some gifts in the chat? Can you just understand that you are the gift? Can we drop that in the chat? I am the gift. Okay. What? Because I am the gift. Meant it. And you need to start like believing that you are the gift. Okay. Like whoever this, even if whether that was your message or not, you got to realize that's for knowing your value, knowing your worth. You are the gift. Okay. You are God's gift, and that's what's coming through on that. And I skipped past the Six of Pentacles, or I shuffle past it, but you are the gift. Okay, so make sure that you treat yourself that way, and when you treat yourself that way, then other people are going to have to treat you that way. Okay, what else? Mm-hmm. Child of mess, because who's going to be bothered with that? Okay, what's next? Mm-mm. Come on, Ace of Pentacles, we receive it as we're talking about. I've been making plans. So manifestation, a seed planted opportunity that's coming in. Um, First things first, I feel like this is a perfect time, y'all. Somebody's getting ready to harvest a seed that is planted. Message. Now, I don't know what, come on, September 26th. I don't know, that day may be important for somebody. 926, you may be seeing that number. This reading fit, this is interesting, but I receive it because it feels like they need to get some points across. It's harvest time. And it feels like some of you, I don't know if you planted a seed or there's something that may be coming into fruition from a seed well planted. They just said a seed well planted. So this is about knowing that, y'all, this is not a time to slack up. This is a time to plant and start creating. We want to start creating our harvest for next year, right? We don't ever want to stop planting because we always want to be sowing, if that makes sense. So for someone, you're starting to understand, it's like you're getting in a cycle, into a season of understanding that as long as you keep planting, you're going to keep reaping. Does that make sense? So this is about creating a plan in order to do that. This is about creating a plan with your finances, your resources, in order to always make sure that you're receiving. And I like, it's almost like you hit some of you, this is a seed of an idea. Maybe it's starting to conceptualize. We receive conceptualize. It's starting to conceptualize and really make sense. But they're saying you need to go for it. I don't know um what, like, scared? I don't know if you're scared or if you're focused on, we're not going to focus on the fear, we're going to focus on the faith message. Okay, we're going to focus on the faith. We're going to focus on believing and knowing that whatever seed the Lord has planted, whatever he has told you that you can do. Look, 9/26/2022, I had no child, I've been seeing that number. That child, listen, it's like whatever the seed has been planted, whatever it is that the Lord has dropped into your spirituals, the time is now for you to start really working on that. I don't know. Don't be fearful, be faithful. Y'all know the two can't exist in the same place. Let's see what this Fool Me Once card is about. Hmm. Because this the thing. It doesn't matter if you feel like you tried something before and it didn't work. It doesn't matter if you feel like you the thing about success and really, like, I don't know if this y'all know today is money day for real. So we talking about the price check. You can't be discouraged if you don't get it the first time. Most people who are successful don't get it the first time. You got to keep planting. You got to keep believing. You got to be willing to fall and get back up. 2424, that number actually means Jesus. And so this is the Lord coming through saying, listen, just because you fell down doesn't mean that. And what's crazy is, ain't today the 24th? I literally said that this morning when I was writing the date in my journal. I literally said that this morning. I was just like, man, today is 24/24. um just because you didn't get it the first time doesn't mean that you stop, right? Just because it didn't, maybe you planted a seed and it didn't garner the success that you wanted, that doesn't mean stop. That means keep going. Okay, that means try again. That means I learned something from this experience. I don't know if somebody's on the verge of wanting to give up because whatever you thought was going to be the one it thing didn't ain't turning out the way that you thought. That's because God's plans are better than your plans. We talked about it yesterday. Remember this, like, you just got to ask the Lord to order your steps. And 9 times out of 10 times out of 10, you may think that one seed that you planted is going to be the thing that this is going to be it. But you'll find that you'll start to create new pathways. Like, even if you continue to do one thing, that may not be the thing that actually calls you into purpose, calls you into passion. That may not be the thing. That maybe was just the catalyst. Thank y'all. Maybe that was just the catalyst to get you started. But you can't give up just because one thing didn't work out. It was simply if you look at this seed as a stepping stone, if you will, for the next attempt. No successful person tried the first time and got it on the first time. They had to try multiple times to become who they are and to really create the success in their life. It's kind of like relationships. You don't just It's not just perfect, right? And it's like you have to go through experiences. You have to try. You have to go through some things. It's like trials. Like, what's the word they just said? It's like you have to, it's like a tryout, right? So you're gonna have to go through trial and error. Thank y'all. So I don't know, because what we not gonna do, we don't give up. We don't give up. We don't give up. Ain't no quitters over here. I don't know who need this message, baby, but what we don't do is we don't give up. Because the thing is, we get frustrated again, y'all. Whoever this is for, come on, second chances. We don't give up. We learn and we say, okay, if it wasn't this, then it's gonna be something better. Drop that in the chat. It's something better. Judgment is something better. Some of you are being too hard on yourself as well. And they're saying, don't be like, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some leeway. That's the part of that. Y'all know one of the biggest things that we have a problem with. We'll give other people grace, but that we won't give ourselves. We'll give other people so many chances, but we be so hard on ourselves. Why are we harder on ourselves than we are on other people? Give yourself some grace. You weren't supposed to get it on the first try. But understand that whatever you tried, it was an experience and it prepared you for your next try. It prepared you for the next thing that you're going to experiment with. You got to learn. Okay, answering the call, higher level of consciousness, surrender, awakening, second chance, renewal. Okay, so that's going over here with this Ace of Pentacles. Like, give it I don't know what you were ready to give up on, but you got to give it another go. So says Spirit Nim. So you got to go back. It ain't no giving up. Let's talk about this El Fulio card. Let's see what's going on with this. What y'all want to know about this? Some of you could have made, I don't know if you made a bad investment. We've all done it. You sometimes you invest in things and then you find out that that's not the thing. So understand this, and because we're going to move this and then we're going to, yeah, because let me just tell, yeah, because it's important for people to understand. You, I can't say everybody, but Mm. Yeah, sometimes you just invest in the wrong things. Sometimes you put your energy into the wrong things. Sometimes you connect with the wrong people. Sometimes they're relationships that, whether business or personal, there are relationships that are just meant to teach you an experience, but it wasn't a partnership that you were supposed to continue, or it wasn't something that was meant to be long term. So the quicker you can stop blaming yourself for getting, they just said entanglement, for getting entangled with, because this is, because it, why, yeah, because the thing about when we talking about money, y'all, like it has to be the it. I don't know how to say it other than that. I guess like money got to be matter of fact. It's like believing in abundance. You got to be it. We don't. There's no gray areas on this. Does this make sense? Anyway, I hope that I don't. They're kind of. It's like a okay. I don't even know how to say it, but somebody needs to know some matter of fact. First of all, stop, because they're being very matter of fact with me today. So they're being very matter of fact with y'all. Because the thing about it is, let me just tell y'all about y'all spirit names. You keep asking for help, but somebody's ignoring answers. Somebody, you keep asking, and it's like no matter what answer you get, you are trying to find a reason why that's not the answer. And so just imagine whoever your people name is, whoever you asking for help, just imagine you sitting down at a table, because they're showing me like sitting down at a table and talking to this person, and they're using, I know this ain't my spirit names because we don't use the word coddling. Okay. I don't even know if I've ever used that in a sentence. It's like, listen, sometimes that's why they had to come with kind of some tough love yesterday, because especially when we're dealing with money, it's like, not, they're not angry, but it's like, stop. You keep praying, but you're not doing the things that we've already told you to do. You're not listening to what we already said, but yet you keep praying for the same thing. But it's like a cycle. That's, thank y'all. That's why it's like a cycle. It's like, listen, you got to do step one before you can do step 10. And it's almost like they're not that they're frustrated, but it's like, what answer do you want? What answer do you want? And I think I said that yesterday. And it's like, they can only help you if you're willing to help yourself. They can only help if they, you can pray to your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guide. You can pray to God as much as you want to, but are you willing to help yourself, or are you looking for some magical way out? Because even though God is the God of signs and miracles and wonders, and we appreciate that, you got to be willing to do your part. And that's, thank God, that's the message that they're kind of trying to convey, is you got to be willing to do your part. You can't just, because they can't do it for you. This is why it's so important to plant the seeds. This is why it's so important to take the steps. This is why it's so important for you to follow through on what it is that they've already given you, because they can't give you anything else until you follow through with what you've already been given. Okay. So I hope that's making sense for somebody, but it's like, that's just it. That's just it. And they're not mad, but it's just kind of like, listen, it feels like a, because they're trying to bring in harvest, and they're trying to bring in abundance, and they're trying to bring in what you're praying for, but the stage is not set. Thank God the stage is not set. The field is not ready. Like they're showing me a field where you're literally planting. And it's like the field ain't ready. The ground ain't tilled. I don't know nothing about farming. Okay. This is not, because so who told y'all I don't know nothing about farming, but it's like the field is not ready for the harvest. I don't know. Okay. I think that was it. So, and then they just, now I shuffle past it, but I'm gonna go back and get it because they said to. We can't focus on what was lost. And maybe that's the problem. And this is coming up with the fool me ones. And maybe this is why things have not began to progress in the way that you would like them to progress, is because we can't keep holding on to the past as we're trying to create a future. And so If you're focusing on if you lost something, if you're focusing on like so how somebody did you, if you still focused on how somebody played you or how you were made a fool of, then guess what, you're not making room for the harvest. That's why they said the field is not ready. If you're focusing, look, Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles out here, and I don't like these two. These are probably some of the hard, I'm not going to say hardest cards, but this speaks to what we're holding on to. This speaks to how whether it's a mindset, whether it's how you're looking. Some of you, if this is your business, this is about you doubting your business, doubting your ability to actually create the wealth and the abundance, the prosperity that you're praying for. If this is like you, but it's simply because maybe somebody in the past didn't value you. But it's also why God is like, but do you understand your value in God? Do you understand how God values you? If you, so 555, right? Do you understand how valuable and precious you are to the Lord? And maybe for some of you, that's what you need to talk to the Lord about. Because if when you understand how valuable you are to God, then you will begin to look at yourself differently. Like, whoever needs that message. And maybe you need to pray. Like, I don't know if you need to pray that way. I don't really know how to tell you to pray that way. But it's like, do you realize how valuable for some of y'all that's going to help you to break past whatever this struggle is? Someone undervalued you, but God overvalues you, right? He overvalues you. So that's the blessing you need to receive. Remember, we're trying to be, remember we talked about in the scripture in Romans 6 and 20 through 23, like God's love is free. So if someone is trying to make you pay for their love, that ain't godly. Remember we talked about walking like in holiness and like trying to be closer to God. If they're trying to make you pay for their love, and some of us, we've done it. You didn't have to try to pay for somebody to love you. You didn't try to buy somebody, or maybe somebody, you tried to buy someone's affection or they tried to buy yours. I've been undervalued my whole life, so it's really going to take a miracle for me to see that. No, it's not. No, it doesn't. You just have to choose to see it. You it and again, that's all in a mindset. That if that's your mindset, if this the thing, why were you okay? How do I say that? Because I don't want to sound bad, but let me just say this. The only reason you were undervalued is because you don't know your worth. How do you value yourself? You have to choose. You have to choose. You put the price tag on you. There's not a single person who can tell you how valuable you are, how worthy you are. That's a choice. And if you choose to keep, and again, if we choose to keep saying, well, everyone undervalued me, well, stop dealing with everyone. I'm talking about, you better say, I'm so expensive. You ever hear people say, you can't afford me? You can't afford me. You can't afford me because I know my value and my worth. And when you start telling some folks that they can't afford you, they may call you, they may feel some type of way, but guess what, that just further lets me know that you can't afford me. And because if you get mad because I know my value and my worth, you can't afford me. Drop it in the chat. I'm expensive. Why? Because I know my value. I know the way God loves me. I didn't create, I know I know how God feels about me. Therefore, I know my value and my worth. And therefore, I won't accept this. I won't accept pain. I'm not gonna accept this. This is a card of defeat. This is a card of low self-esteem, low self-worth. And for some of y'all, let me just put it out here. The reason people trying to keep you in this energy, because when you know your power, you know your worth, they are no longer going to have power over you. I shot a mess. That's why your spirit names is like, listen. You're stronger than this. You're better than this. You're worth more than this. So for some of you, this is the shift that's happening. You're shifting into worth. Come on, God, you're shifting into worth. You're shifting into value. You're shifting out of this and shifting into this. I don't know. I hope that made sense for somebody. Let me put that up, baby. That was a word, cause what? And we're clarifying this fool me once. When you're naive, when you don't know your value and your worth, look at the sun came out. You don't know your value and your worth. Yeah, people gonna run over you and treat you any type of way. And this is in business as well. This is dealing with money. This is friendships. This is partners, significant others. What? Mm-mm. Now all of a sudden the same people who you was getting along with, you ain't gonna get along with them anymore. You're outgrowing some. Come on, God, you're outgrowing people. And I don't mean this in addition. I feel like I've given this message before, and I don't know when. Some of you, what's happening, come on, God, you're outgrowing people. You're outgrowing this, because there's some people that are surrounding you who still have this lack mentality, who have this lack mindset, who are focused on pain. They're focused on staying stuck in the past because they haven't done their healing. You realize the more time you spend with God, the more healing that you do, the more you let go of this and the more you step into this. And that's why you start, that's why, come on, God, that's why people start to fall away, because you're no longer focusing on what you lost or the pain or the disappointment. You're creating an abundant mindset and not a lack mindset. God is abundant, limitless. So you're starting to understand that this is who you truly are. Come on, God, this is who you truly are, and this is who you used to be. So the people who resonated with who you used to be, they're no longer resonating with who you truly are. This is about you knowing who you are and whose you are, right? And so for some of you, what's happening, the shift that's happening for you is this is not going to resonate in your spirituals anymore. It's not going to resonate. Why? Because now God is putting you around people who also know their value, who also know their worth. I'm going to use this chat as an example. If you can't look, I got to chill. If you came into this chat and you have low self-esteem, we're going to lift you up, because all of us in here, we lift each other up. We make sure everybody stays and knows their value and their worth. We make sure that everybody's like, nah, we gonna lift you up. We gonna make you remember who you are and whose you are. That's the point of a community, right? That's the point of surrounding yourself with people. And again, when you stay surrounded by this, they want you to be at this. They want you. But over here, now we ain't on that type of time. Over here, we want you to remember that we walking with God over here. Do you know how valuable you are? So for some of you, that's the shift that's happening, but it's a necessary shift. So even the justice card, even the justice card, right, is really like, listen, yeah, some people, they did you dirty. That's cool. We done all been dealt a bad hand. We done all had to go through that, whether in business or personal, whatever it is. But that's why the Lord is now surrounding you with people who it's just like that cutoff game sometimes got to be real. It got to be Superman strong. Why? Because you got to get around people who love the Lord, who want to uplift you. And that's why he's starting to create some shifts and some changes. That's why they said the field ain't ready, because some of us if you're still holding on to people, even if it's family, that have this mentality, some people are stuck on purpose, because why? That's their choice. And for some of you, you're starting to recognize that, and I don't know who needs this message, but pay attention. Pay attention to how you feel when you're around this type of energy versus this type of energy. And really, that's my son, but pay attention to the shift. Some of you, it's like, I don't know how far along you are on your walk, but you pay attention to the environments that you're in, and you can tell the difference in certain environments. You can tell the difference depending on who you hang around. You feel good with this person, but when you're with this person, not so good. You feel good when you're over here, but when you go over there, it's just like, oh my gosh, now you're back in this mindset. Now you're back gossiping, or you're not doing the things that are of God. And it's not that anybody's over here trying to be holier than thou, because none of us are, right? It's simply about saying, man, when I'm over here with on the light side of the street, I feel good. It really is. Energy is real. So some of you are becoming more aware of this shift, and you're making a shift. It's like dark and light, if you will, even though it's for lack of a better way to put it. This is very heavy energy. Some of you, you're also starting to realize, like, man, I don't know which part, like the vulnerable part. You're vulnerable because you're in a position of transition. So you have to be aware that you can't take on everybody's responsibilities. So some of you, you're learning how to shift out of, and that's the thing, it's like boundaries, right? You're starting to realize that you got to put a value on you. You've got to, maybe you were the person who was taking on, and some of you, yes, you're empathic, so you were taking on other people's energy and you didn't even realize what was going on with you. But as soon as you take yourself out of the energy, then you feel better, and you're starting to say no to the things and the people who were a burden. Really, just being honest, like a burden, because you have to pay attention, because people, places, and things will shift your energy. So for whoever that message is for, the Lord is just saying there's nothing wrong with choosing you. There's nothing wrong with saying I love you, but I got to focus on me for a minute, and I got to make sure that I'm good, because I've been taking on so much from other people, and I just want to take some time. We're not going to feel guilty about pouring into ourselves and being happy for ourselves, and we're not going to do that. Okay. So, and yeah, some people might get mad about that, but they'll be all right. Like they'll be all right. And if somebody's mad because you need some you time, then them ain't the right people them. Okay. Them not the people them. So that you need to be around. And for some of you, this is about you deciding to work on your dreams or go after your dreams, and people gonna have something to say. Well, you're gonna have to let them talk, baby, because what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna stop going after my success. Because for who, for what, for why? We're not going to do that. Who does that? Who has time for that? Okay. That's that fool me once. Look, that's that judgment energy, child. A mess. 10 of Wands want to pop out. What else? We receive unexpected blessings. Let's move on. Good money karma. And for some of y'all, man, how this even got, because we talking about money. Let me tell somebody right now. You gonna start realizing that them people them was also affecting your cash flow. You what meant it? You think it's a game if you want to. You be around certain people, and you'll start to see, if you start be around people who have a lack mindset, and watch how you all of a sudden start feeling you was abundant. You was receiving stuff. You was like, things was going good for you. All of a sudden you go over here, baby. People, that kind of stuff will mess up your money karma. Like you people, I'm trying, remember this, money is energy. Money is energy, y'all. And you be around some folks that still got this poverty lack mindset, which is why we so heavy on prosperity and abundance. Y'all know we swamp life over here. Swamp life. What is swamp life, Touche? Success, wealth, abundance, money, peace, and prosperity. Swamp life. I got to live in the swamp. I live in the swamp. Swamp life. Cause why? Because I don't because I know that I serve my God. This why. This it. Because God is limitless and abundant, and I'm gonna have everything that God promised to me. So what I ain't gonna be able to do is be around people who feel like they can't have it. What I ain't gonna be able to do, no. I talk about money all the time. I'm not, and guess what? I ain't chasing it. I don't chase anything. I attract everything. So what? I ain't chasing no bag. I don't chase the bag. We don't do that. But I'm going to talk about this abundance and this money and this peace and this prosperity and this wealth and this success. I'm going to talk about it. Why? Because I'm going to stay in the energy of it. Why? Because when I'm in the energy of it, then guess what? It's also in the energy of it, money. Anybody broke? Well, first of all, we don't claim broke energy, right? We don't claim broke energy. You ever been broke and then you go around some other folks and all they talking about is what they don't have and what they can't do and why they don't, and all of a sudden now you looking and again your floating dried up. You like, well, hold on, wait a minute, where the abundance went, Lord? Let me get myself out of that environment into more prosperous and abundant environments, because what you're not gonna do is change my money energy. You sure ain't. Let me get up. Let me get back. Let me get back in what alignment. Uh. I don't. And I'm serious. I do it with my children. Well, no, no. Well, we not gonna. We always got enough. It's always enough. It ain't never no lack. We there, but see, but again, we always got enough. No, we don't care. We always got more than enough. Better pay attention, child. You got to pay attention. We living in abundance over here. There's always enough. Okay. So just saying, come on, Ten of Swords coming in with that. Dead end betrayal. I told, oh, thank y'all for clarifying that. Oh, I meant that. I'm not trying to be funny. I am not. But I understand that the more you really become abundant in multiple areas of your life. You don't want to be around people who are spiritually broke. You don't want to be around people, and I don't mean any disrespect by this. I don't mean people who are creating an abundant mindset. I'm not talking about having all the money in the world, but what you can't be is spiritually broke. You can't. Because that's that cellular. No, no. Because all of a sudden you look up and you're starting to pull that in, or you're starting to I'm not gonna do. Why? Because remember, the Lord your God gives you the ability to create wealth. Some of you're starting to understand, because wealth is spiritual. Money is spiritual. It's energy, right? You start to recognize when folks, that's the Ten of Swords message. That's that period at the end of the sentence. I love you, but right now, especially if, come on, God, if you're in a rebuilding season, if you're in a season where you didn't like, you had to start over, right? Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you're in a season where you're coming out of, come on, God, you're coming out of this. Maybe you went through this. Maybe this was your experience, right? This was your experience. And so now you've prayed and now you over here walking with God. I feel like I'm going to run through all the cards real quick. Maybe some of you got a divorce with the Libra energy, justice. Like maybe you went through a divorce, a separation, a breakup, right? Because the Hierophant is a card of marriage. So some of you could have gotten out of a relationship. That's a pretty color. You could have gotten out of a relationship. You could have separated from someone. So now you rebuilding. And as soon as you look, you trying to get your life in order with the Judgment card. You doing what God has asked you to do. You trying to be on the up and up. And as soon as you trying to get your life right, here come El Fulio and them want to act up, want to clown. This could be family members that you cut off. This could be people you used to date. Soon as you get your life going in a good direction, here cut an enemy with something trying to throw you off track. Distractions. We're not going to be able to do it. You making new plans for yourself, right? You're making new plans. You trying to get yourself reestablished. Don't you know that as soon as you are on the right path and in alignment with God's will and purpose for your life, that's when the enemy gonna come in, and that's when these people them come in. The El Fulios, the counterfeit, call it a counterfeit if you want to. This when they come in. I'm trying to tell somebody why, because you preparing a field for harvest. You trying to plant, you trying to get ready, like, okay, Lord, I'm piece by piece, seed by seed, I'm planting. And then all of a sudden, because the Lord and gave you some enlightenment. I just heard the Hanged Woman, right? The Lord and gave you some enlightenment. Now you have your second chance. This the last time, because some of you didn't had to start over multiple times. Okay. And you like, this the last time, I'm not starting over again. So now the Lord is giving you the ability to create wealth. Some of you, this could have been a painful ending. This is a painful ending kind of card, y'all. Like the Ten of Swords is probably the most painful card in the deck. Why? But I'm gonna also say this. Let me put this down because this is a word. This right here, this hurts. Let me get my card up here. Hold on, not that. This hurts. This energy right here, it hurts because it's a feeling of not enough. It's a feeling of lack. It's not it's this hurts. But what we're going to do is we're going to let this ending happen so that we can truly walk in abundance, prosperity, wealth, so that we can grow, so that we can advance, so that we can elevate. So these endings hurt. I'm not here to tell you that it's easy to create these endings. It's not. More often than not, it's going to be a painful ending. But I tell you this, if you at a dead end and you keep on beating your head up against the wall, how are you willing to let this go so that you can have this? I'm past this point. This that let go and let God for real. We let go of this, which sometimes hurts. It hurts us because we got to face ourselves and realize how we kept ourselves in this predicament. It may hurt other people because you thought you were going to be with them, or you thought, I mean, anybody ever had a El Fulio, but you were you were playing into their potential. Like you stayed with them because you saw something in them, but you do realize that people got to want to change, and they got to want more, and they got to, where they're, whoever this is in your life, if they don't want more, you sit there and just wait on them because you saw the potential in them. But some of us, we waited for a long time on potential, and it may, sometimes it's years. So it hurts when you've invested. Yeah, it hurts when you have invested a lot of time into something. Not necessarily people, but what they're talking about, particularly in this reading today, is it's like people, the people you surround yourself with that are actually affecting your abundance. I think we've all dated potential and thought it was going to turn out good, and it just doesn't. Sometimes it's a painful ending, but you're going to look back on some of these situations and relationships and connections and business deals and partnerships and be like, man, thank you, Lord. Because remember, a lot of times the Lord is saving us for what we can't see and what we don't know. I thank the Lord for saving. Thank you, Lord, because He be saving us and we don't even know it. And we don't even know it. So for some of you, you're getting ready to see this may have been a painful ending, but it's actually going to create abundance in your life. It's actually going to start. It's a true story. Like your money will, you'll start to realize who the people are that are affecting your energy and your money karma and your flow and your abundance. And you can make the decision to stay around them. And if you don't believe it, try it out. Watch how you'll be extremely abundant, and then all of a sudden you go around people, and then now all of a sudden you like, why is everything, now I was doing so good and now I feel bad, now I'm depressed, and now you're not in the energy, you're not in the flow, you're not attracting the things that you want to see happen in your life. So try it. Try it, and you'll see that that is the case, and you'll start to understand like that kind of pattern. Okay. Deuteronomy 8 and 18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. And so it confirms His covenant. Someone got a new contract coming in. Now, this contract, I'm telling, okay, look, I've been talking about this in the seven in the chariot up under that. Somebody has a new contract coming in. It's almost like for some of you, which part, like, this is a benefactor card as well, because this literally says benefactor. Didn't I say something about which card was it that I was talking? Oh, this money karma, this card here. Gift from God, balance, reciprocity, generosity, support. Some of you, you're getting ready to have a new support system, or the Lord is just aligning support for you, right? And it may come from unexpected places and unexpected people. And sometimes for some, what, like a heart pie, you got to be open to receiving. I didn't say asking, I said receiving. Okay. whether you realize it or not, we have to be open to receiving. And if you are not if you were the person who was always the giver, and it feels like for some of you, you were, you're the person who's used to giving. Trust me, I'm guilty of this. It's oftentimes hard to receive, but we're going to work on receiving that. And I speak on that because of the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. You have been the charitable person. You have been the person who's always giving, always. And then a lot of you, like we hear all the time, you the person that when you need something, you ask for it. There's never anybody to ask. Or if you do ask, remember we talking about price check. Remember, you've always given, and you've given freely. Like God, right? You've given freely. But then when it's your turn to need something, you've never had anyone to give to you that freely. You've never had, or if you had to swallow your pride and ask for something, then it's like someone holding something over your head because you asked for it, which then puts you in this pattern of this, in this cycle of not being willing to ask for help, because the people that you did ask, who you've helped, mind you, they held it over your head, or it was like that price. It was the price, right? It was like that. So now you don't want to ask for help because the people you have asked, they made you feel some type of way about asking. We letting that go today. That's in that Five of Pentacles and Five of Cups. So you got to be in the, because this the thing, God is free. God wants to give. That's all that God gives. That God gives, right? He wants to give us abundance. He wants to give us these things. But you got to be open to receiving it. How do you know your message? You're not open to receiving it. You got to make room for that, which is why we said we got to let go of any kind of transgressions, ask for forgiveness, forgive yourself, forgive the person, and you got to make room for it and open yourself up and allow the Lord to take care of you. Allow the Lord to start bringing in the things, the resources, the things that you're praying for. And that's going to be, for some of you, that's going to be like the key. It's almost like guarding your heart, but not in the positive way, if you will. It's guarding your heart to where, because your heart is your receptive center. So if you know your chakras, if your heart is closed off, you're not going to receive what the Lord is trying to give you. And this can be in terms of relationships, resources, friendships, connections, money, whatever it is you're praying for, you got to be willing and open to receive it. Okay. That means letting go, whatever. I know, like we said, I know this hurts. This hurts. But at some point, you've got to let that pain go. You got to let that hurt go. You got to let that disappointment go, because it was just an experience. You went through it. And as long as you learn from it, you won't repeat it. Okay. But you got to let that, whatever that is, go so that you can make room for the blessings that the Lord is trying to bring in. Things that are going to restore balance, things that are going to restore. It's also this seed over here. It's like the gift is the seed and being willing to try again, like we talked about earlier. Okay. Resources, gratitude, even being grateful. Most people don't want to be grateful for, or it's hard for people to be grateful about something that somebody put them through, right? But be grateful for it and just know that you learned from it. And then you're going to be willing, you're going to be able to start manifesting the things that you want to receive. So for some of you, y'all know, hey Gigi girl, what you was doing? For some of you, y'all know I'm big on forgiveness letters and letting things go. And yes, you can do it with the full moon, but maybe some of you have already done this. I don't know. Whatever the case is, write the vision, make it plain. Let's see what Manifest is talking about. And then also being very mindful of your thoughts as well. Contract. Thank y'all. Somebody got a new contract coming in. I don't know what you've been writing down, but something that you've been writing down is getting ready to manifest. Scripting works. If you don't know what scripting is, you start detailing your life the way you want it to look. Okay. Reset your mind from that mindset of lack. Learn from your lessons. Indeed and amen. Okay. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Like we just got to keep trying. We're gonna keep trying because we have to. Because what else can you do but continue to work towards success, right? Hey mom, what else can you do but work towards success? Okay. Let's see. Come on, manifestation. Look, and that's so crazy. I didn't even know it was 819. I just saw the sun card and message. Hey child. Mm-hmm. Which part? Because who finna do that? No, no, child, no. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think that's for me. Okay, I'm back. Well, come on, manifested the magician at the bottom of the deck. This is the card of manifestation. Okay, willpower, new beginning. What? Who? They said she said go back to contracts again. Somebody got a contract coming in. Now I don't know what this contract is, but you're manifesting something. Now I don't know, right? So who, what, like powerful? Somebody don't even realize how powerful you are in terms of manifestation. You're actually calling, child. That's why you got the, because you don't even know the power you have, for real, for real. That's why your spirit names is getting frustrated, because yeah, because you're not standing in your power and knowing who you are. And when you really step into that power, because this is God given, this is not anything that you're doing on your own. This is like your God given power. Somebody gonna get mad about this, and guess what? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it. I would some, because matter of fact, Jesus said it. I love you, Lord. Can we just give God some glory real quick? Because this ain't nothing I'm making up. This is what Jesus said. Somebody, because I don't know where it's at, go find it where Jesus said, don't you know you are God's? Oh, some people finna get in their spirituals because I'm bringing it up. Do you know that you are God's? I ain't say it. Jesus said it. It's a whole scripture that talks about you know that you are God's. Jesus said it. Let me get my Bible ready, because somebody is going to pull this scripture for me so that I can go look it up. I want to say it might be in the book of Matthew somewhere, but don't quote me because I don't really know, and it would take me too long to try to find it. Anybody? If I just went to this, then I'm gonna know something. I don't think it's in. I don't know if it's in Psalms. John 10 and 34. Thank you. I was about to say, I don't know if that was it, but we finna go right on over to the book of John. So this is not touche saying this. Let's go to John 10:34. Jesus replied, it is written in your own scriptures that God said to certain leaders of the people, I say you are gods. And you know that the scriptures cannot be altered. Where does it say it in Psalms? 82:6, 826. Let me see. Let me go look it up. I don't think I done read it over there. Let me go look it up. 82:6. Oh, yes, I have. Oh, this is the one. I take it back. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the one I was actually talking about. Because look, it's highlighted in my Bible. Okay. I say, you are gods. You are all children of the Most High. And it wasn't G. Okay, so yes. So this is God. You are at Psalms 82:6. So what is the point that they're telling me to talk about in this? I thought it was just in John, but it wasn't that. Okay, so listen. Oh, so that might be why I keep seeing 826, huh? I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, I'm back. Listen. People actually get offended when you say that about yourself. So the point of me saying this is, if we know that God is limitless, this is why you got to know your power. And this is something the Lord is working on me with as well. So no judgment, right? Never that. When we truly know the power that you possess, it's that, tell that mountain to move from here to there and it will move, because we truly have the power to create the life that we want. And it literally begins with speaking it and writing it. That's why we do journal meditation, y'all. That's why I say people, sometimes our priorities be wrong. The Lord, the Bible literally tells us how to manifest things. It tells us, it gives us instructions. God gives us instructions on how to manifest, on how to have the things that we want. And then tells us that God wants to give us the desires of our heart. So it's not like you just like you God knows what you want and then God tells you how to get it, but it's up to us if we actually do what God says in order to get it. And then when you realize that you are an extension of God's, like Psalms 82:6 says, you are God's, which means you have the ability, God has given you the ability to create, not in terms of the way God can create, because we are not God like that. We are an extension. But God has given us dominion. He's given us the ability to create the life we want, deserve, and desire. How do you do that? You speak it, you write it, you believe it, you see it. You speak it, you write it, you believe it, you see it. You got to feel like you are. That's why they say it's so important to feel abundant. And most people can't understand that it's bigger than when you visualize something that you want. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. When you visualize a dream manifesting something you've been praying for, you feel good about that, right? You're happy about it because you're just like, oh my gosh. Imagine receiving something unexpected and you just like, oh my gosh, and how happy you are. Message, but before you even see it, you believe that it's already done. The Lord told us what to do. Believe in me, trust in me, believe in me, know that I want you to be abundant. Speak these things, those things that are not as if and until they are. Write the vision, make it plain. It's for a future time. It ain't gonna happen soon as you write it. Like, I don't know. This why I be telling people, like, man, people be sleep on journaling. Y'all so sleep because you can because I how do y'all say that? An idea, a plan is some they're saying something like a plan is only an idea until you write it down. It can be in your mind all day long, but once you start taking it from here or here and putting it on paper, that's when you really start to it's almost like you're really developing it and you're really starting to believe in it. There are so many things that there's so many things that I've just continue to manifest. My hand hurts from the 9 pages. Man, listen. I'm sorry. listen. Listen, y'all. People, I all I could do is just tell, man, listen. I be trying to just tell people, you start writing things down and start rereading some of the stuff, positive things only. And you be reading your affirmations and you start feeling good about your affirmations. And then don't mess around and add a vision board on your phone, or don't mess around and start adding scriptures that pop up on your phone and start encouraging all of this stuff. And y'all, it's just so many different ways that the Lord will continue to confirm. Like, when you just really start believing in this stuff and believing in the word of God and what God said, you gonna be like, man, this is addictive. I'm addicted to manifesting with the Lord. I am addicted to seeing how much great and amazing stuff God can bring into my life. You literally understanding that you ask for something, asking it is given. Like, I'm addicted to trying to see, like, God, what great thing you gonna bring in today? God, what you gonna do good today? Lord, let me. And if I stay in that mindset, and I'm sharing this, and I hope this helps somebody, y'all. When I stay in that mindset of just seeing what good and amazing thing. Yesterday, I broke my screen on my phone, and I need $150 to get a new phone. My screen busted yesterday, right? And y'all, first, I don't want to talk about it. And so yesterday, my screen busted on my phone, and I was like, oh, but you know what ended up happening? I said, because I was walking, I dropped my phone, screen cracked. I was like, OMG. And I wanted to be mad, but do you know what God ended up doing right after that happened? I posted the video into you. I'm coming back. Come on, night. I'm coming back, and I didn't see it on the way. But as I'm coming back, there was a scripture where someone had written in chalk and said, it was Jeremiah 29:11, and it was also Proverbs 3:5 and 6, which was the scripture that we talked about in detail yesterday. I recorded it and I put it into you, and I was like, y'all, look at this. And I couldn't even be mad about my screen on my phone. I couldn't even be mad because I was just like, Daddy, you just said it's gonna be all right. And so I be so addicted, if you will. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. I don't want to call him like an addiction because that kind of sound bad. But I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, I just be wanting to see, like, Lord, let me see what good thing you gonna do for me today. What great and amazing thing is the Lord gonna do for me today? And he never fails. It's always something. It can be as small as seeing a scripture or getting a confirmation, like I did yesterday, of the message that I gave yesterday morning. Like, look, he's a good addiction to have. If you want to be addicted to something, he's a good addiction to have, right? So it's things like that that make me just be like, man, I ain't worried about that phone. Like, it'll happen when it happens, and I just keep it moving. And it's the same thing. I told y'all my computer screen busted, and I was just like, same thing, screen cracked, right? I was just like, man, I ain't gonna worry about it. It still worked. And you just start to, when you be in that energy of just feeling like God is gonna do something great, y'all. God shows up and does something great. Like, I just be like, God, I just can't wait to see what good thing you gonna do today. And stuff will happen, and you just don't even react the same way anymore. So for whoever this is for, I feel like somebody, you're manifesting something. This could be a contract. When I say contract, this doesn't have to be like a job. This could be a friend, a person, a soul tribe, something. Like, there's a contract covenant that you have created with God. And now, because you're sticking to your side of the bargain, God is getting ready to bless you because you sticking to your side of the bargain. Because that's really all we have to do, is just to do what we said we were gonna do. God, I'm gonna do this, and when God be like, okay, all right. And it's something that God has already deposited into your spirituals, and it feels good to you, and you're happy about it, and you love it, and it's joyful, and it brings you peace and happiness and all that good stuff. And as a result of that, you just keep on doing that. You're going to keep on manifesting things that bring in that like make you feel good, make you happy, like add to your happiness, because everything is a compliment, right? So I hope that makes sense for somebody. So whatever you praying for, whatever you're using your willpower for to manifest, it feels like it's working to me. New beginnings, opportunities, as above, so below, creativity, manifestation. So just saying. And the truth is the truth.com, Ace of Swords. God don't really ask for much. He's like, be a good person. Ultimately, God just wants us to be happy. If you can just choose to be happy and live in that, if you're happy, then God's happy. That's it. And I told y'all yesterday, people be thinking it's like super complicated, and God just be like, no, I just want you to be a good person, and do what makes you happy. And when you do what makes you happy, you be like, you want to, it first of all, it's contagious. But second of all, when you are happy, you enjoy being happy, and you start to receive things that are going to add to your happiness. That's how the Lord blesses you. When you're happy, when you feel good, the Lord wants to add these things unto you. He wants to, when you seek him and you like, Daddy, thank you, you're grateful for the things he's given you. Like, thank you, Lord. Like, this really made me feel good. This really made me happy. This really added to my happiness. Then the Lord be like, oh, that made them happy. Well, let me see what else. I really feel like me and God have this relationship where I be like, Daddy, that was good. Like, I'd be so happy, and I'd be happy about small stuff. And so I'd be like, oh, Daddy, that was so good. Like, I just can't even believe that. And then he'd be like, oh, well, if that made you happy, let me drop this razzle dazzle on you. And then he bring in something else, and you be like, OMG. And I really feel like I have that type of relationship with God. It's like him wanting me to be happy. So therefore I keep receiving things to be happy about. Build that kind of relationship with the Lord, and watch how your life will change. You build that. When you build, look, we have 55 out here because the five of swords is up under there. Build that type of relationship with the Lord, and you're gonna be like, OMG, this is crayness. You ain't even gonna be able to believe it, because you're just gonna be like, wow. Because you're just going to keep receiving. You're going to keep receiving things that are going to make you happy, make you feel fulfilled, because you're doing what things that make you happy, and the Lord going to keep bringing things that are going to help you to be more happy. And you just keep going through that cycle, and it works, especially when we're talking about resources and finances and connections and all that kind of stuff. Being around happy people makes you happy. Why? Because they're in the same type of energy that you're in. Like, we feel good over here, we happy over here, we joyful, we got peace in our spirituals, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I like it over here because it feels good, the energy's different. So choose to be happy, because it's a choice. Okay. And if it costs you your happiness, if it costs you your peace, price check. Y'all gonna be walking around. I wish y'all, Lord, if y'all go look it up, I promise you it's a whole game. It is called Price Check. Look, you lucky I don't gamble, because baby, listen, you gonna be looking, what's the price tag on that? Okay. What despair? No, I can't afford that. I can't afford it. So yeah, it really is. If you, I ain't trying to tell, man, if you'd never been up there, then it surpasses that. I will tell you that it surpasses that. Okay. So, and start checking some prices on some stuff in your life, child. That was funny. I receive it though. Telling y'all, seven of wands. You're gonna start blocking out some things, because you're gonna start realizing what is not adding to your happiness. It really is supernatural. It is supernatural. It is supernatural. Um, and the more you do it, the more you do it, the more you're in there, the more you want. I kid you not, the more you want. Somebody said that, I don't know where I heard this at the other day. Somebody said that, and it was just, I'm like, man, it come with the calling. And I think I got a message coming up, like, it comes with the calling. When God calls you and you just get closer and closer and closer, you want to be there. You want to be there because it feels good to be there. It feels good to be in the presence of the Lord. It feels good to be happy. If you'd have never been through depression or anything that where you weren't, it feels good to not be in that space. It feels good to just go through your day and just enjoy doing what you're doing. And it really feels good to just be at peace. And so I'm going to stay there, because I'm not going to allow anyone or anything to, because that's what we say when you say protect your peace and protect your energy. It's a choice. It's a choice. If it don't feel good to me, if it makes me feel some type of way, this it's not for me. It costs too much. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like, I stand on that. I stand on it. Mm-mm. Because I like to feel good. I like to feel good. So the peace of the Lord, it really is. It's like no other. It really is. And this is more so just like cultivating an environment of peace and happiness within yourself. I tell you, man, like I can tell people things, and I can tell y'all things. I can tell y'all, like, y'all, this stuff really works. But first of all, you have to believe it for yourself. Second of all, you have to try it for yourself, and you have to really put it into practice, and you got to be committed to that practice, and you got to prioritize yourself and your happiness, and you got to prioritize your dreams, and you got to prioritize God, of course. And you start doing that, and you'll find that you're going to still be social. You'll still hang out with people every now and then, but you're also going to find, like, you just want to hang around. It's like minded. That's what we talk about when we say like minded people. And People who understand, like, I don't want to be around the negativity and the chaos and the I don't want to be around that, because once your energy starts to shift into something different, when that transformation really happens, you don't want to be around that. You want to be, and then it's the people who are not striving for that, they're not going to understand that. That's why you'll start to feel out of place. You'll start to feel like you don't fit in certain places, or with certain people, or in certain groups, or even with your family. That's why they talk about, oh, like the chosen people stay. Yeah, because you're gonna feel like most of us already outcasts anyway, right? Shout out outcasts. Most of us already outcasts anyway. You already feel like you don't fit in. So, you know, like, I'm like, oh, okay. But what'll happen is the Lord will put you in places where you fit in completely, and you'll feel right at home. Like, you won't, whereas maybe you questioned it before, you won't anymore. Right, you won't anymore. You'll be like, oh man, I actually fit in here. Like, this is a vibe check. That's what that'd be like, for real. So it happens, okay. But the Emily thing, yeah, we the outcast, but you listen, because you ain't even got no drama. Look, there go that shot. I'm telling you, you get what you pray for up under there. Now or never up under that. Yeah, I told y'all, somebody. Is it like an audition? Y'all said this not long ago. Is it like an audition? Maybe so for somebody. Well, that's good. Whoever this audition is for, I don't know what you auditioning for. Mm, what you mean? Some what like passing? Yeah, child, auditioning for something. What you mean? Like multiple people had to do a check on it to see if it, or should I, well, like a check on them. Mm-hmm. Something like that. Not, no, not to see, not like to see if you're worthy of it, but just to see, I guess. I don't know, maybe multiple, what's it called? It's not scouting. I don't know, maybe multiple people had to, I don't want to say test you, but for lack of a better word, mm, maybe you had to get a stamp of approval from multiple people. That kind of sounds better. A stamp of approval. I don't know. Well, come on, auditioning. Well, congratulations, dearest one. Yeah, they just said like a stamp of approval. Come on, it's the first of the month. Stay woke. So I don't know. I feel like, well, come on, jackpot on the cut. Feels like it's the look, taking a risk. Always bet on you receiving inheritance, winning the lottery. So coming up all aces. A mess. Okay, that's it. I went to a group interview with 30 people and was in a group of about 20 that left a casino. No, child, look at the casino and look, money to blow up under that. What? Financially independent. Oh, let's do it. No financial worries. We receive it. All right, now, make sure you let us know what happened, Liz. Make sure you let y'all. Why my laptop over here? It looks so weird. I don't know. I ain't been hardly able to see y'all. Okay, I'm back. I feel I need to go back for another chance. Yeah, keep us posted. We sending you, we sending it. We said, come on, divine interview. They, oh my papa. So we sending you much love, light, and healing energy. We're sending you luck and abundance and positivity and prosperity and all that good stuff. Swamp life. Okay, success is already yours. If it's for you, it's meant for you, and it will not pass you by. Okay, y'all know. And if it is, then that means that you were better than I know. Is that, I don't care. I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say it. If I don't get something, that means it wasn't good enough for me. What? Meant it. If I don't receive something, it ain't never me not being good enough. It's always something wasn't good enough for me. What? Because I know my worth. Price check. Meant it. That's how I look at things. Like, oh, I was overqualified. Some people might look at that bad. No, I just know I'm that good. I ain't trying to be, I mean, I'm very humble. Y'all know this. I'm very humble, but I'm you know, if I don't receive an opportunity, that means that I was too good for that opportunity because I know I know how good I am. If I don't if it's well, y'all know I'm not dating. So this but if I were, if somebody don't want me, well then that means I'm too good for you because if you can't see the value that you're going to get in me, with me, hiring me, dating me, then that means that you are blind. So I'm going, and I feel how I feel. I'm not taking, no, I'm not taking that back. Do you know how long it took for me to get that kind of attitude? Why you think I settled so long? Why you think I was with people and dealt with people who didn't deserve me? Because now I know, I know who I am in this season, right? I know how much work I have done on improving my value and my worth. And that's just confidence within me. Because this is the thing. If this is a person, you're going to attract a person who knows their value and their worth just as much. Their value and their as just as much. I don't want someone who's I don't want to deal with anybody who's not confident. I don't want to be on a job who doesn't feel like that job is going to be successful. So I want to attract someone who knows their value and their worth. Why? Because if you don't, then that means that if you don't value you, then how you gonna value me? It's just that simple, y'all. That's the be the energy you want to attract. Why you ain't gonna go work for a business and you go in and the first thing they's talking about is, yeah, we're probably gonna fail in this business, but we'll go ahead and hire you just in case. What if you're not confident in your business? I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of nothing that's not going to be successful. And it's the same with a relationship. That's leading into what we're going to talk about tomorrow because baby, tomorrow's message is good. Let me just tell y'all, I already know because I looked at it this morning, and this is talk about tomorrow. Man, listen, well, kinda it touches on it, but we talking about self tomorrow. Okay. Because yeah, you got to be confident. You got to be mirroring, right? Because our relationships are a mirror to us. So yeah, I want you to be confident. I want you to be confident. I want you to know that you have something valuable because I know that I have something valuable. I know your value, you gonna know mine, and we gonna get along fine. Bars, like it's I don't that's how you when you start to mature and you start to like you that's why you know you won't settle. Because when we settle for stuff, we weren't valued. And in this season, we're not settling. We're there so because you I know my value and I know my worth. As soon as they would have said we probably going to fail, it's a no for me, dog. I'm gone. If you're not confident in your business it's the same thing if you have a business, right? Money is a mindset, divine flow. If you ain't confident in your business, other people ain't going to be confident in your business. If you're not confident in your craft, then other people are not going to be confident in your craft. Y'all, it was the craziest thing. Yesterday I saw a video of me. It was my video from 2021. It was on TikTok, and they show you like whatever you were doing. So back in no, it was September 23rd, 2021, and I saw a video of me, and I just was looking at me, and I was like, "Girl," and I was giving a message, right? I was reading cards, but I was giving a message, and I was just looking at me, and I was like, "Girl, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you because y'all, you could just see." I was oh my gosh, I was not confident at all. Like, y'all, I was like, girl, I was getting mad at me. I was like, I know what nobody watched. Didn't nobody watch this? They couldn't have. Because I was like, this me. Hold on. Let me see if I could do me from 2021. Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. Who was I, man? I don't know. OMG, I don't even know who I was then. Divinely Grateful Risings. Touche B. 336 Tarot. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. So let's see what spirit guides. Y'all hear the voice? I wasn't projecting the foot. Let's see what spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and ascended masters of the highest and purest light, vibration, and energy want to talk about today. No limit. Come on, spirit. Listen, spirit mama, y'all. Y'all, I was so tickled at me. I was like, girl, speak up. What are you even saying? Like, why are you not saying it with your chest? I was so mad at me yesterday. I said, girl, you is foolish. I said, you was really getting on here doing this. It was called 2 Shades, 2 Minutes. I said, girl, I laughed at myself. I say, and mom and them, y'all was laughing at me too. Y'all did. Y'all was laughing. Y'all was wrong for that. Y'all could have told me to put a little bass in my spirituals when I was trying to get these messages. Child, where was y'all's antennas? Anyway, baby, y'all should have seen me. Don't go watch them. Look, not AS. Just somebody's you, child. Listen, I was a mess. But not what? I wish I would. Child, I don't know what that was. That was terrible. What was, I don't even know what it was, child. That was, I don't even know. That was, somebody said, what's he call it? What you call the sounds? That's how I felt. All I should have been doing was this. I wasn't even cute in the video. I ain't had no makeup or nothing. I wasn't even wearing makeup then. ASMR. I should have just been doing it, because I wasn't even cute in this. I do it now. I just sit up and make a video and just be like this. Would y'all watch it? Me being an El Fulio. Y'all got jokes, but I don't care. I don't care because of Will. Because who else just sitting up shuffling called me? Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Y'all know if I do this, when y'all see the video, y'all gonna know I'm singing that song in my head. That's gonna be the ASMR. Cause I was every day I'm shuffling. Child, that was like Afro beats. I think that was a different song. Y'all had put every day I'm shuffling on Afro beats. I don't think I'll do that. That was a little fast for me. I mean, anyway, child, they was doing too much. Don't add the Afro beats. Y'all got to give me a y'all got to warn me first, because I wasn't ready for the switch up. Who DJing in the spirituals? Tell them not today. Y'all seen it. Child, they had tried to switch up on me. OMG, y'all can't do that. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I don't know who DJing up there. Tell them to get off the ones and twos. They tell them to get off the ones and twos. Cause I don't know how I feel about them. Cause they called me. They were trying to catch me off guard. We got that one song, that one shuffle song. They tried to throw, child. That was the remix. Hold on, you got to warn me first. Let me at least listen at it first. Anyway, I'm back. And child, these fools said, DJ Uriel on the beat. You is foolish. Oh my gosh. That fool said DJ Uriel on the beat. You is foolish, child. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Child, look, Spirinella is up there. Spirinella. Like, what's the lady name was? Spinderella. Child, y'all play too much. I'm not finna play with y'all, baby. Go DJ. That ain't my DJ. I don't know who somebody. That was funny, but y'all got me though. It was funny. I received it. Child, they were trying to take me out. Anyway, I'm back. Child, I'm gonna start saying that's what they say. And if the beat live, Uriel made it. That's what Meg say, ain't it? She say Lil Ju or somebody. If the beat live, Uriel made it. Anyway, I'm back. Don't be judging me. Look, I'm talking about what? the lyricist. That's Lil Wayne, like Lil Wayne, because he got bars. That's who y'all gonna try. Y'all done formed a whole posse up there. My posse on Broadway. Well, bad. Don't be judging me, child. We foolish. Y'all don't be talking to y'all angels names like that. Look, this fool said sandal falling on sex. Listen, I'm trying to told y'all, man. Y'all finna they finna be up there in the spirituals, turned all the way turned up in the club. That's why y'all wanted to do Trapped Out Tarot in the first place, because y'all be up there turned up. Y'all reckon this clubs in the spirituals. Y'all be in there, don't it? Y'all better not be looking at no scrippers. It's like they got the angel wings on and everything. I'm telling that must be the other side of heaven. I'm telling Daddy, y'all going to hell. He gonna kick y'all out. Y'all got scrippers up there. Daddy. I'ma tell Daddy. Oh, that's what y'all do with the ancestor money. Go on, shake the. I'ma throw this money. I'm telling Daddy, because y'all was supposed to leave that on earth. Ain't that lust? Ain't that the flesh? I'm telling Daddy, he gonna kick y'all out. They finna get out. He gonna kick y'all out. How y'all done came up there and created a whole strip club in the spirit? Oh yeah, he gonna kick y'all out. Not Big Bang take Lil Bang. I feel like y'all be up there gang. Y'all be gangster for real. I'm telling Daddy. That's why. I ain't even gonna be around y'all when I come to the spirituals, because y'all ain't gonna get me kicked out. I had to work too hard to get in that thing. Because Daddy, I almost had to deny. He almost could have denied me a couple years. I'm gonna move to the other side of us, the spirituals. I'm going over there. Y'all know how you had a bougie side of a town, and then you got the hood side. I'm going to, because y'all in the hood. That's that spiritual right there. It's all spirit. That's that spiritual. I don't want to live just as on earth as it is in heaven. You right. I'm not staying on y'all side. I don't want to be over there. Y'all got stripper clubs and stuff. I'm saying, That's why Daddy don't never. That's why he be like, I'm going to the other side of the earth. I'm going with Daddy. I'm going to the other side of the earth with Daddy. Because y'all just be doing the whole most. We going to, yeah, that's why look at how Japan them be showing out. They got all kind of nice stuff. They cities clean and everything. I'm not staying on this side because earth ghetto enough. You think I'm finna come to heaven and be back on earth? No. It's ghetto. It's no, I feel like I never left. The hell? No, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Talking about hood and holy. Spiritual. I'm trying to tell y'all. I feel like I'm still here. And I done already told the Lord to send me to another planet. When he reincarnate me, send me to another planet. Don't send me to Earth. I don't want to come back here. You got to give me a few centuries. I'll come back eventually, but give me a minute. Send me to Jupiter. Somewhere. Go just send me to another galaxy. Send me over there. Let me be an alien next time. Dad, I'm gonna tell Dad. Cause it's y'all's behavior. That's how y'all be acting. And I ain't got time for that. Y'all, no, You think I want to do this again? How many times I done been here? Anyway, I'm back. My bad, y'all. I just stopped talking to y'all, then start talking spirit them. Because they doing it because y'all doing the most. I'm gonna tell Dad he can't know about these strip clubs. He can't know. And child, I don't want to see I don't want to see her credentials. I don't want to see nobody credentials. That's why people I ain't even gonna say that because that would have sounded bad. Anyway, I'm back. I want to learn my lessons now as I can't. I'm talking about what? I'm not coming back to Earth. I'm gonna be like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going over there somewhere. I'm gonna go like to what is it, Skarsgård? What is that a that ain't even where Thor live? I'm gonna go over there where he at. I'm gonna go stay in yeah. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go. That's who played the character. Well, wherever Thor is at, and Loki and all of them stay. They stay over there, and I'm gonna go live over there. Cause who? I'm going over there. I'm just telling go tell them now to come get me. Cause let me put my petition in. Let me get some ancestor money. I'm gonna write out my petition. I'm not coming back here, Lord. Daddy. Oh, he ain't even over there because y'all was in the strip club today. You right. I'll talk to him in a minute. I'ma tell him too. I'ma tell him. He gonna tell me to stop sending y'all money. I can't though, because I need y'all help. Y'all got to do better. Y'all gambling. That's why the casino card came up. Y'all gambling. Y'all just don't do right. That's why he said he finna kick y'all out. He finna make y'all come back. And then what you gonna do? Child, listen. Then you gonna be trying to get back up there. They don't do right. Asgard. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I'm going. Send me over there with Thor. He fine. Shout out Chris Hemsworth. I go over there with Thor. Sure will. Sure will. I'm back. Anyway, I'm back. They are. They shooting dice. The Bible tells you that they be shooting dice. They said they be casting lots. What y'all think? I said it in Bible Clarity. Remember, some of y'all may not been in Bible Clarity, but I done said that. They said that they was casting lots when they was trying to divide up the land. And I say, oh, they shooting dice. They are. They were shooting dice. They know something. 7-11. 7 twice. Yeah, 7 twice. Just saying. I don't care. You say what you want to say. They was gambling in the Bible. So how you gonna say we can't gamble? Just saying. Look, I said it, didn't it? I sure said, I was like, oh, they were shooting dice. You sure did, Jay Cosby. Jay Cosby said, I remember because I had to rewind and make sure you heard me. I said it. I said what I said. Meant it. Meant it. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. They didn't know what y'all doing up there. Y'all ain't even supposed to be doing all of that. That's why I'm gonna tell them. Anyway, I'm back. They be doing the most. They be trying to get me in trouble, and y'all just not gonna get me in. I'm not gonna be in disarray. Y'all ain't finna have me in trouble, because Daddy be back in a second. Then what y'all gonna do? How y'all put a script club up? I'm not staying on that. I'm just not. Okay, I'm done. That's all I got. If you have a problem with gambling, thank you, dearest one, for the gift. If you have a problem with gambling, make sure that you go and get yourself some help. I'm not advocating for it. We is talking about what they is doing in heaven. The angels and them cutting up, they trapped out, they turned up, they don't what the little gold stuff is. They be talking. Y'all don't even y'all got that. Yeah, y'all got that. I'ma call it heaven. That's what that's called. Y'all ain't even missing out, is it? It's heaven for real up there, ain't it? I know. I'll see y'all when I get there. Y'all never mind. That ain't for everybody. But if you know, you know. They got some is that y'all done sent some to earth? Cause the Lord know my heart. He know my heart. He know that before I leave, before I go on to the spirituals to become a spirit. Now I don't want that. I don't know if I want that, because that might not be what I want. But but all the herbals, yeah, he know it's something called heaven. If not, somebody make some so I could try it. That's gonna be the one that I'm gonna have. I don't know where I don't know. Heaven. That's what it's called. That's how I'm gonna know that the Lord then gave me permission, because I'm gonna run up on some and they're gonna be like, this right here. I just heard Cat Williams. Shout out Cat Williams. I just heard him out. This right here, this right here, this right here. That's what that, and I'm gonna be like, that's the one. You right? It's gonna be called heaven. When I come across it, then I'm gonna know that is my signal that it is time, and the Lord and gave me permission. Watch what I'm gonna tell y'all about it. I'm gonna told you. I'm gonna told you, but like Daddy said, I could. He told me I could go ahead and partake. He said I could partake in the herbals again, and so I'm gonna do it, and that's what's gonna be called heaven. Just saying, Lord, I'm be looking now. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. I said what I said because I can say what I'm gonna say because I'm grown, and the Lord know my heart. So what? Anyway, that he never he didn't really say, but I just had made that self with self. But when I find it, just know I might be asleep. You're right, probably a couple days, huh? Well, I'm gonna be asleep if I ain't here. Well, now, because that if I ain't here, if I ain't, you right. What you say you're not supposed to be encouraging that? First of all, I'm grown. And I'm doing what I want to do. And that ain't said all these people them that be able to. I'm not the. Anyway, I don't care what they gonna say. Who gonna check me in my spirituals? Oh, they said I ain't encouraging nothing. I ain't told nobody to do nothing. I'm talking about me. What everybody else do, that's their business. I'm grown. Well, I'm bad. He put it on the earth for me and you. If you know, just saying I'm back. Message. Just passing by for what? Who knows if humans cannot see and him by the humanity will find. Oh, well, I was just putting it out there. Well, hey, honey, one for stopping in. I don't really understand what that was, but anyway, it's sauna day. I'm gonna go to the gym with my daughter and have a great and amazing day. Look, when it's sauna day, that's when y'all. That's when I put my waist trainer on, and you can't tell me nothing. And I'm fasting too. I'm gonna make it. Y'all go to the Dollar Tree, Starburst Nim. Holla at me. I meant that when I said that in my spirituals. I don't even know if that's how you. I don't even know. Maybe I need to find out. You reckon I could do? I can. You reckon if I put it on my Amazon shop, y'all better go get some. Y'all need it. Y'all need this in your life. I was just saying. I'm gonna put that out there. There go my daughter right there. Okay, I gotta go for real because there go my daughter. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I gotta go for real because that was my daughter, which means it's time to go to the gym. I love y'all in real life. Hydrate your soul and things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in purpose and on purpose. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the love, the energy. Thank y'all for the likes, for sharing the live as well. I'm truly grateful. I love y'all in real life. I will see y'all on tomorrow. Okay, do some price checks in your life today. Okay, do some price checks. Okay, go look up that. No, don't do that because then I'd be encouraging bad behavior, wouldn't it? You're right. I'm